Fun fact, by the way, I made my first booktube video a month ago, I think. But because I'm a lazy ass, I never edited it. So, yeah, you're never gonna see it. Because it's old and boring and... I don't know. Old and boring? Isn't that enough of an excuse to not publish it? Hello everyone and happy summer break! Yay! Oh, I've been waiting for this so long. Summer break is fantastic time to do important things like study for your finals or have a summer job or have some sort of important things to do. But if you are a loser like me, you don't have a job or you haven't started reading for your finals or you're just, yeah, failure. But really, during summer breaks, my favorite thing of all is reading. Let me start this summer by showing you the new books I have bought last month. So here they are, the books I bought during the month of May. Or actually, let us start with a book I got as a birthday present, so I didn't buy this myself. It is The Summer Book by Tove Jansson. For those who don't know, Tove Jansson is maybe the most loved writer in Finland. And she is the most well known from her Moomin series. But this book is not a Moomin book. It's actually one of Jansson's adult books, so it is not written for children. It tells a story of 3 generations, a grandmother, her son, and the grandmother's granddaughter. And I think the story centers in the relationship between the old woman and the young girl. A grandmother and a granddaughter. And yeah, I've been wanting to read this because Tove Jansson herself lived on a small island in the southern Finland, and I just love the idea of living on an island that has nothing. There is just your home and the nature and nothing more. No electricity, no running water, no nothing. If you watched my last couple of vlog videos, you know that I got a special delivery from UK itself, How to Escape from Hell. And if you watched those videos, you know how happy I am to get this book. It is my favorite book of all times. I don't know why, but I've been loving this book since I read it the first time. And I have this book in Finnish, but I've been wanting the original edition of it so goddamn long, and now I have it and I'm so happy. You have no idea. The cover is gorgeous, even though I don't like the typography on it, so it's just this gorgeous illustration. And it tells a story of 4 sinners who arrive to the gates of hell and to hell itself and decide to do the ultimate prison break and escape from there, as the title tells you. I don't think I'm going to say much more about this book because I want you guys to have as much fun as I had when reading this. I just want all of you to know that this book is worth reading. I think you're going to love it or I think you're going to hate it. But it's very short, it's very fast read. I can read this in a day, easily in a couple of hours, and I just love it. I can read it again and again and again and still not get bored of it. Okay, so let's continue with other thrift shopped books. And this is Perfume, the Story of a Murderer by Patrick Susskind. Susskind? I have no idea how to pronounce that last name, I'm so sorry. Anyway, I've seen this movie and it was so absurd and interesting that I wanted to see what kind of book it is. So this book is about a young man who has an excellent sense of smell. And he kind of goes mad and becomes a murderer who murders virgins and takes their scent and creates the ultimate perfume. I'm not sure if this is a book of my taste, but I kinda enjoyed the movie because it was so freaky. So maybe this book will be better because, as we all know, books are always better than movies. Yes, yes. And next on the list we have Haruki Murakami's After Dark, and this one I found from the cleaning day where I was selling my clothes and books and shit, as you might have seen on my last vlog video if you watched it. I have the link here on the screen or down below. This shirt, by the way, is from there too. I've been loving Haruki Murakami lately. I've read Norwegian Wood and Sputnik Sweetheart, and I loved both of them. And I have Kafka on the Shore also, and now I have this on my TBR. So, if I understood right, this book happens during only one night. But during that night, mystical things start to happen and these three people somehow connect in a weird way. I love realistic books that have a little twist in them, so that's why Murakami's books have been my favorites for a long time now. Next we have something I love almost as much as I love Escape from Hell, and it is this lovely comic book Nimona. The comic is drawn and written by Noel Stevenson, and it used to be a webcomic, but then it published as a real life comic book, and I was so happy it happened because I love the webcomic, and now I have it as an real life copy, and I love the art, I love the story. I could literally, if I had to choose only one comic book to read for the rest of my life, I would choose this one. It's funny time after time I read it, it's touching time after time, and it's just heartbreaking and heartwarming at the same time. So it tells the story of Ballister Blackheart, who is an arch nemesis of Coldloin. How the fuck do I pronounce that name? Sir Ambrosius Coldloin. The story starts when this young woman named Nimona arrives to Lord Blackheart's castle and just announces him that here I am, I'm your new sidekick. And she has the ability to transform. She is a shapeshifter, and these shape-shifting powers are mystical and unknown even to Nimona herself. It's just lovely. I think you should all buy this, read this, and love it. Next book I have already read, and it is Seed by Alyssa Hetfield. The book is about a 15-year-old Pearl who has always lived in a cult named Seed. Seed worships nature, or Mother Nature in particular, and they have this one leader symbol, Papa S. When I started reading it, it was weird because I knew something bad was going to happen, but the world where they lived in, this seed world, it was so nice. It was all about nature, all about these beautiful things nature has to offer us, and it sounded so nice. But when things started to get wrong, they went very wrong. I gave this book, I think, 3 out of 5 stars in Goodreads. I read it in a day. It was very easy read. And this might be spoilery for those who have read or seen the movie Book Thief, but the love story in this one is same kinda as it is in the Book Thief. So brace yourselves. It's heartbreaking. The last book is a hardcover book, which is very surprising because I haven't bought hardcovers since forever. And it is The Grace Kapus by Christy Logan. I actually know nothing about this book, except that it happens in an alternative world where everything is flooded with water, and there is only small islands or small parts of land left. And the main characters are 2 girls, which one is on the front cover and the other is on the back cover. And the other one works with a circus with a bear, which is adorable, and the other one is kind of like grave keeper, or is that even a word? But the person who works with people who have passed away. And then one day these 2 girls meet, and I hope I hope from the bottom of my heart that it's a love story, because there is never enough love stories involving two women. There is so much more love stories about two men, and I think it's unfair. Where is my lady love? I want lady love. And pretty much the only reason I first bought this one was because of this gorgeous cover. It's just so beautiful. Even the cover in here, behind these removable cover sheets, it's still beautiful. Look, mermaids. In the inside there is a map. So this is the kind of fantasy novel cover I always loved. So this was my first published booktube video. How about that? Did you enjoy it? Leave a comment below and even leave a like if you want to. You are going to get more booktube videos from me, I hope during this summer even. Last summer I promised to do more videos, but then I didn't, and I'm ashamed of myself. So that was it. I hope you enjoyed yourself and have a nice summer. Bye!